Light the candles, get the ice out, roll the rug up, yeah, it's today. Though it may not be anyone's birthday, and though it's far from the first of the year, I know that this very minute has history in it. We're here. It's a time for making merry, and so I'm for making hay. Dan, to the grand up, dance your shoes off. That's all the choreography. Strike the band up. It's today. Light the candles, fill the punch bowl, throw confetti, pow! It's today. Life can also be lived on a weekday, so don't depend on a holiday date. If you need New Year's to bubble, then order a double and wait. It's a time for making merry, and so I'm for making hay. Tune the grand up, call the cops out, strike the band up, pull the stops out. Hallelujah! It's today. Indulge me for just a little bit here, because I have things to say. First of all, cabaret. To me, it's an art form. And I first did cabaret back in 1970 when I was in Applause with Lauren Bacall at Brothers and Sisters. You remember that? Yeah. And I got a very good lesson from Marge Champion, of Gower and Marge Champion. And she said, you know, Leroy, you must remember, because they did nightclubs, especially at the Plaza Hotel, the old Persian Room, which was so grand. And she said, you have to learn to involve the audience. And you have to perform for them, because that's part of what cabaret is about. And because of that, I became much better at auditioning in small rooms, looking at people and trying to get across what I had to say. And also it made me a better actor. Cabaret, yes. And this next song that I want to do for you, I have to tell you a little story beforehand. It was back in 1965 going to 1966. I was out of town with Sweet Charity and Cy Coleman, who wrote the score, and Dorothy Fields, the great Dorothy Fields, who, when she was 16 years old, was writing as a woman with all of these great people in our musical history. And that night, it was New Year's Eve, and Cy went over to the piano and he played some of his songs. And he said, come on, Dorothy, come over, sing one of your old songs. She went over, and they knew all of our names of those of us who were in the chorus. We didn't call it ensemble then, it was chorus. And she sat at the piano by Cy. I was at her feet, and she sang one of her songs. And when she finished, I said, oh, Dorothy, that was so wonderful. And she said, thank you, darling. Will you do me a favor? I've had a little too much to drink. And will you help me up and get me to my hotel room, take the key out of my purse, make sure I'm on the bed with my feet up, and leave the key on the nightstand? And I did. And I'm thinking of that moment tonight and the song that she sang that night, because I wish to dedicate it to my constant inspiration, Marilyn May. Ever since that lucky day I found you, I've hung around you just like a fool. What's the lyric? falling head and heels in love like a kid out of school. My poor heart is in an awful state now, but it's too late now to fall apart. So if I become a nuisance, it's all your fault. Don't blame me for falling in love with you. I'm under your spell. How can I help it? Don't blame me. Can't you see when you do the things you do? If I can't conceal the thrill that I'm feeling, don't blame me. I can't help it if that doggone moon above makes me need someone like you to love. Blame your kiss, as sweet as a kiss can be, and blame all your charms that melt in my arms, but don't blame me. Thank you so much.